JUMO in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Probably Christmas and Thanksgiving are going to be postponed.
That's fine. Do what you gotta do.
Like February.
All right. That's work. That's fine.
Huh?
That's fine.
Yeah, I know. That's why when I noticed, I was like, those are pads.
Thank you for that.
He's like, what is going on here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I've never seen. I mean, I haven't seen her skate in a while, but like, obviously she grew. But like, I just noticed it. I was like, that's just embarrassing.
All right, that needs work. All right, cheer needs work. We'll get it. All right, season debut. Here we go. Nordics in the blacks taking on Bloomington in their whites. Looks like we got Sawyer and Lillian at the blue line. Lydia, Hadley, and Cora taking the forward spot. Sawyer holds it out of the Nordic zone. Nordics able to gain Bloomington zone, but Bloomington with possession. And they just get it around Lillian off the boards. Sawyer's there to put a stop to that. She chips it back up in the direction of Hadley Johnson. Hadley fighting just outside in the neutral zone. Bloomington gets around Lillian, and they dump it down low. Sawyer wraps around the net, bounces it off the boards right into the possession of Bloomington, and Bloomington sends one down low. Skips just wide to Elliott Holm in the goal. Back around the net it comes, and Sawyer Mickelson with it. Sawyer, good pass to Cora. Cora skates it out of the zone. Across the red line she comes. She cuts it back, and she's content to just dump it in at the goalie, and the goalie almost mishandles it. Cora gets it back and almost puts it in the back of the net. Flew right through the crease. Cora with another shot. Stick save covered up by Bloomington. Face-off, controlled by Bloomington. They circle around their own net. Chip it off the boards. Remy Anderson holds it in. Nula does a good job in front of the net to hold it in even further. But Bloomington able to skate it out. Sydney and June there to stop them, and they do. Force them to just dump it out wide, and Sophia Younger trying to chip it out, can't. Nula McCartan has it though. Nula, she plays it out. comes back up the far board. She slams on the brakes, puts a little spin move on. Can't quite gain the zone. And back comes Bloomington, going right at Sydney and June. And Sophia swipes it away. Nula loses it right at the red line, gains it back, tied up on the boards, and Bloomington takes it away. They have it in their own end. And they send one all the way down. That's icing. So down we come. First line back out there. Face-off comes out to Lillian Johnson. She takes a shot blocked by Bloomington. Lydia, she fires one down towards the net. Rolls right past the goalie, back behind the net. We have a tumble. Centering pass to Lydia. Lydia backhand, kicked away. Pester in the Bloomington goalie here. Out to the high slot to Lillian Johnson. Lillian fans on a shot. And Bloomington's got a little break. Elliott comes out of the net, stands tall, but the rebound finds the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Bloomington. Yeah, after the ensuing face-off. Bloomington just able to chip it in. June tries to get it back out. Sophia there right on top of the zone, but Bloomington's able to play it down low. Pop up. Lands right in front of Sophia Younger. Sophia unable to get it out so far. Bloomington with it in front. Sydney spins, trying to get it out. Unsuccessful so far, and it does come out, and that's offsides Bloomington. Went out, came right back in. Face-off comes back to Sydney McCambridge. Sydney fires one in the direction of Cora. Got behind her and back into the Bloomington end it comes. Cora and Hadley all over it. Hadley with it in the corner, sends one into the middle. And Cora was just tied up, got through her. And back comes Bloomington. Chip it off the boards. And it goes all the way down low. Sydney fans on an attempt back behind the net. But the Nordics able to get it up to Hadley. Hadley chips it off the boards, and Lydia Homestead has a little bit of room. She's just got to get by a couple. Lydia fires one in, goes up high. Off the goalie's chest protector, bounces straight down back behind the net. June can't hold it in. Sydney scoops it up just inside the Nordics end. And Sid splits a couple of defenders, has a little bit of space. Sydney shot it again right into the chest protector of the goalie, and this time she lands on it. So far, I believe the Nordics outplaying Bloomington. A little bit of a breakaway, puck luck for Bloomington, led to the only goal of the game so far. Sawyer's able to hold it in. She sends one down low to Remy. Off of Remy's skate into the middle of the slot. Into the hands of Bloomington, who then skates it out of the zone. And they're fighting to get it back in, but Nula plays it back into the Bloomington end. Out to center ice comes Bloomington, intimidated by Sawyer Mickelson, and we go down with a trip. I think. Or is it offsides? Maybe it's just offsides. I don't know what it was. Oh, Sophia almost with a steal and a break there. Puck comes to Nula. Nula plays it back up to Soph. Sophie gets sent into the boards, loses the puck, and around the net comes Bloomington. Intercepted by Remy. Remy sends one back in front of the net, but no Nordics there to gather it. Only Bloomington, and they're able to play it out of the zone. Sawyer's able to tie him up, gives way to Lillian. Lillian tries to play it out. Lillian, good look to Lydia. Lydia mishandles it off the tip a little bit. Tried to get it to Hadley, but couldn't. And Bloomington has it in deep in their own end. They play it around the boards. Cora Kolkman cuts it off. She tried to play it to her D, but D wasn't off the bench yet. So out of the zone it comes. June tangles her up. June holding strong. And Bloomington centering pass goes right through everybody. And Hadley Johnson with an interception. She's got a break of her own. Hadley Johnson into the Bloomington end. Hadley shoots it up high, glove down by the Jefferson goalie. Shot off the face-off, goes just wide. In the corner, puck ringing around, held in nicely there by Lydia. Clearing attempt, stolen by Hadley. Hadley puts one towards the net, off the helmet of a Bloomington defender. It didn't get into the goalie. No shot. Nordick's able to hold it in. Lydia with good defense down in the corner. And back out comes Bloomington. Nula holds, can't gain possession of the puck, but able to give it away to Sydney. Sydney tries to skate it out, loses it for a moment, gets it right back, and around Elliott, she comes off the boards up to Sophia Younger. Sophia chips it up off the boards to Nula. Nula cuts it back. Nula's going to have a little shot here. And Nula fires one in onto the goalie, and the goalie sticks that down and covers it up. Just peppering the goalie. Can't send one home yet. Gonna win another face-off. Let Bloomington skates away with it. Only Sawyer left to beat. And Sawyer gets caught flat-footed. But Sophia's there, and Sophia gets sent into the corner hard, but she looks okay. Sawyer has it up the near boards. She's cut off, chips it up ahead. Can she get it herself? Nope. Sophia was there for backup though and sent one down low. Rolling puck into the corner. Sawyer plays it back up the boards. Kept in by Bloomington. Centering pass goes under everybody's sticks. And Lillian Johnson has it. Lillian trying to get it out of the zone. Can't. Held in by Bloomington, and yep, they're going to hold it in. Hadley cuts him off, and she's able to chip it out. And then it's going to be a race to the puck. If Lydia can get it, Lydia is going to save an icing. She is going to save an icing. Tried to get a centering pass into the middle, but just got too far behind the net, and Bloomington trying to chip it out. June Taylor can't keep it in, and here comes Bloomington back the other way. Good poke check by Lydia Homestead. And Hadley Johnson ties the lone Bloomington offender in the high slot. And Sydney skates it around the net and gets it slapped away. June has it in the corner. June looking for somewhere to go. Centering pass intercepted by Cora Kolkman. Cora. Oh, sorry, that's Hadley. Hadley Johnson. Across the blue, flash the red, cross the blue. Spins. Backhand pass into Cora. Intercepted. And Sydney holds it in. Bloomington able to get it out right away. And that comes down. We'll play it. No icing. June Taylor scoops it up behind Elliott. And June cuts it back up the middle of Hopkins' zone end. Flips it up ahead to Remy Anderson. Remy Anderson takes it across center ice. And gets put into the boards, loses her stick. And Sydney McCambridge has the puck. Sydney dumps it in just past Sophia Younger into the corner. It goes around the back of the net. Oh, puck trickling in front. Remy's there. Remy turns, fires one towards the net. Deflected wide. Sophia's there to scoop it up. Man, they got a good goalie. That was a good shot by Sophia. Gathered up by the Bloomington goalie. Still 1-0. 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. Hadley wins the faceoff, gives it up to Sawyer. Sawyer back in, and another good opportunity for the Nordics. Stoned by the goalie. Good pass back by Hadley, and then Sawyer found her right away, right in front of the net. But the goalie just smacked it down. And another tester for the Nordics, but it goes off the crossbar and into the netting. Play is dead. Hadley Johnson takes the face off, and Bloomington just can't handle it. And it comes out of the zone. Hadley gives chase. Errant pass. Can Hadley win the race to it? Yes. Yes. Hadley backhand. Another sliding save by the goalie. Around the boards it comes. Sawyer Mickelson there to hold it in. Sawyer gets it down to Cora. And Cora's shot bounces around. Hadley has it. Hadley looking back at her D. A little bouncing puck. Couldn't get good stick on it. Sawyer is able to stop him for a second, loses her stick in the process. A centering pass. And Sawyer going to go to the bin. Power play for Bloomington, probably going to take up most, if not all, of the first period. There's 1:30 left. Nope, no power play. Oh, early whistle there. Elliott didn't have that one under control. Puck comes out of the zone, 49 seconds to go. Oops. Good defense in the slot. Nula comes away with it. Plays it off the boards across the red into the zone. But Bloomington's there. I don't know why they don't have a goalie. Why don't they have a goalie? We don't have a power play. I don't understand this. Why don't they have a goalie? Huh. Doesn't look like it. She's just standing there. Why'd they pull the goalie? I'm all over it, Anna. Don't worry about it. One nothing Nordics trail after one. Shots got to be 15-3. We'll be switching sides here just to make it official. Face off. Comes out, Lydia just out of her reach. And Bloomington plays it out of the zone. It's going to go all the way down. Icing. Back down. Here we go. My number one fan, Nancy's back. Bloomington takes the face off around the net. Can't get it anywhere. Hadley Johnson has it. Hadley gets it back to her point. Sawyer gets it right back down. Cora rolling puck, bouncing, rolling. In the circle it is. And Bloomington comes away. They're going to skate it out. And Sawyer intercepts, well, at least deflects that pass, but then Lillian takes possession of it. And Lillian trying to skate it out, slams into the boards. And puck stays in. Sawyer cuts him off. Sawyer has it. Sort of skate with it. And Sawyer gets through a little bit of traffic. Fires one into the goalie. The goalie just pokes it out back behind the net into Bloomington's hands. They're not going to be able to get it out. Lillian holds it in. Lillian sends it down though. Goalie deflects it back into that same corner. Hadley Johnson with pressure. Leaves it off for Sophia Younger. Remy Anderson off the bench. Tried to toss one down low. Intercepted by Bloomington, and they skate it out, but Sawyer ties them up. Sawyer goes down. Nula takes it from there. And Bloomington gains their offensive end again, but Sydney has it. Sydney bounces it off the boards. Only Bloomington there. And that puck's behind the net. Remy giving Bloomington a little bit of company. Puck out in front. Great play by Sophia Younger. Slaps that away and it goes all the way down. But icing will come all the way back down here. Sydney McCambridge. Oh, sorry, off the boards. Sydney toe drags. Oh, loses the puck. Had one to beat, couldn't get around. Offsides Nordics. We'll take the face off right on the dot, just outside the zone. Bloomington wins the control off the face-off. Hadley, with pressure, forces them to just throw it the length of the ice. cut off by Sydney McCambridge and kept out of the Nordics end. But they do eventually gain the zone. A lot of traffic there though. Lydia tries to flip it out, can't. And Bloomington's able to hold it in. Through all that, gives it back to their D. They toss one in on Elliott. Elliott puts that to rest back behind the net. Bouncing puck comes back out to the Bloomington blue line, or the Nordics blue line. To Bloomington. They get a couple of sticks on that. Well wide, and back behind the net it is. Cora has it. Cora gets it swiped away back to the Bloomington D. And Hadley chips it out, and here comes Lydia with Hadley and Cora. Lydia between the stick. Oh, and she gets tripped down. And back comes Bloomington. Lillian there. Lillian stops him with the help of June. Bloomington does get a good shot, but Elliott scoops that up. And we'll take the face off just to Elliott's glove side. Puck out wide. Lillian trying to get it out. Can't. Oh no, that wasn't Lillian, that was Sophia. Puck rolling around in the middle. Sawyer sends it out to the boards. Sophia chips it off those very same boards. Deflects that shot. And Lillian keeps it out of in front. And Sawyer intercepts the pass. Almost left it there, but recovered and sent it into the corner. And Sophia trying to skate it around the net. She gets it poked away, and Bloomington still has possession of it in the Nordics end. Remy, she intercepts a pass, tries to backhand it up the boards. Can't get it anywhere. And another shot in on Elliott. A good shift here for Bloomington. Nordics got to turn it on again. Oh, I thought that went in. Shot deflected up high. I thought it looped in right behind Elliott, but it went all the way back behind the net. Elliott covers it off the boards. And another one in on Elliott, and she stands on that one too. Come on, guys. Get it out. Hadley. Another shot towards Elliott, wide of the net. Lydia's able to finally get this out of the zone. Loses it before she can get anywhere, and Bloomington gains it right back. Hadley with pressure up high. Bloomington gets it down low into the corner. They put a shot in, goes behind the net. Sydney McCambridge with it off the boards. Sydney gets sent down into the boards. And off the scrum, Bloomington sends it back into the corner for Hadley Johnson. Hadley keeps possession. Hadley trying to play it somewhere, has nowhere to go. This puck's been in this end for about 6 minutes straight. And another centering pass. Everybody tied up, can't get anything through. Leaks through, a backhand, deflected. And Sydney trying to get it up to Hadley, and finally the Nordics able to get it out and have possession. Sydney throws it in, can't get it far. Hadley, good move, mishandles the puck, gets it to Sydney. Sydney, puck getting closer, Hadley has it, Hadley swept away by the Bloomington goalie, turns and fires another, and that's deflected back behind the net. Lydia with pressure behind the net. Nula with good defense in the offensive end. Tied up before she could rip a shot off. Bloomington bounces it off the boards. Off the side of the net goes the shot from Nula. Puck comes out to Sawyer. Sawyer rips one from the top of the zone. Rebound sitting in front of the net. Nobody could get a good stick on it, and Bloomington skates away with it. Good defense by Lillian Johnson there, and Lillian comes back the other way. Lillian cuts it back, keeps possession, loses the puck, but it gets in the zone. And back comes Bloomington. Lillian trying to make something happen, leaves it off for Sophie. Sophie gets it poked away right as she enters. And Bloomington sends it down towards Elliott. No icing, Sawyer has it. Sawyer around the net, tries to play it up, gives it away. Shot flies through the crease. Sawyer met by two Bloomington defenders, and they skate away with it. Send another one in on Elliott, rebound. Swallowed up by Elliott. Face off, up high, rolling around. Elliott sits on it, and we'll do another face off. What started out as a Nordics domination, slowly starting to tilt back towards Bloomington. That pass intercepted by Sydney. She gives it away to June Taylor. June Taylor with nobody to beat except the goalie. Gets closed in on. Shot! Splits right through the 5-hole at the tie game, and June Taylor with her first 10UA goal of her career. And the first goal of the Nordics 2025-2026 season. So when you're at trivia at bar night, remember that. June Taylor scores the first goal of the 2025-2026 Hopkins Park Nordics 10UA hockey season. Ties the game up. 5.5 minutes to go in period number 2. But back comes Bloomington. They put a good move in on Sydney, but they're forced back behind the net. A good pass out to the circle. Mishandled by Bloomington. Puck bounces up to Hadley, and Hadley just can't control it. And back it comes to Sydney McCambridge. Sydney, she's got a little bit of room to dance. Sydney's got speed on these guys because they're skating backwards. Sydney flips one in, put behind the net, but Hadley Johnson with the rebound sends a centering pass in, and just nobody could there to get a stick on it. June Taylor does a good job to put that back in the corner. Same thing. June Taylor holds it in the zone, sends it around the net. Remy Anderson ties them up down low. Good job by the D to hold that in, and Sydney sends it back down. Intercepted by Bloomington. They have it in the corner, pressured by Remy Anderson. Played up the boards. Held in nicely by Sydney McCambridge. Again, Remy Anderson trying to get it in, can't do it. So back comes Bloomington. Good job by Sydney McCambridge. Gives it to Sophia Younger. Sophia puts a bouncing puck on the goalie. Almost got under her pad. Lydia tried to turn and fire. Gets a poke check. Her shot stopped before it got started, and Bloomington has it. Bloomington trying to play it up the boards. Held in by Lillian, and now the Nordics are alive again. Sophia with a centering pass. And there's Nula. Nula puts a stick on it. Oh, and a good... Yeah! Rebound cleaned up by Sophia Younger, and it's 2-1 Nordics. And the Nordics regain the lead with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. came alive here in the last couple of minutes after getting dominated in the defensive end. Face off, comes out wide. Lillian's going to take it. Lillian tries to get it through a couple. She does, but gives it off to Bloomington, and Bloomington just able to trickle the puck in, but they do have control of it. In the corner, Lydia, Sawyer flicks it ahead to Cora. Cora's got some speed on the, catches them off guard a little bit. Good stick there by Bloomington. Cora's out wide, loses control. Lydia pokes it back the right direction and is able to just dump it in, but only Bloomington down low. Lydia does a good job to hold it, can't find the puck. Nula trying to get it back into the zone, she can't. Sawyer steps away with it. Sawyer crashes into a stick. And Nordic's able to gain the zone, but not possession. Cora on the side of the circle. Good shot. Snatched out of the air by the Bloomington goalie. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Looper. Almost banged home by Sophia. June able to hold it in. June sends it back down low. Hadley Johnson tried to rip it and fire it. Couldn't really get a lot of momentum on it, but Sophia can. Sophia sends a screamer in from just under the top of the circle. And another good glove save by the Bloomington goalie. Face off. Remy backhands one in. Turned away. Remy chases after it, sends one towards the goalie, bouncing around. Behind the net it goes. Sophia sends one down in the middle. Clogged up by Bloomington, and they're skating away with it. Pass it up the boards. They're able to skate it out of the zone. Sydney gets a little twisted, but recovers and gets a good pass to Hadley Johnson. Hadley Johnson with a battle and just taken away by Bloomington, but Hadley gets it right back. Hadley looking for a 3-1 lead, and her shot goes wide just over the crease. And Sophia turns, fires one into the middle, intercepted by Bloomington, and held in by Sophia. Remy keeps it. That puck comes out. June holds. Everybody gets back on sides. A couple of whiffs, and back the puck comes the wrong way for the Nordics. But Sydney tried to play it up off the boards, hits the Bloomington coach, and held in. Oh, off the bench. Off the bench goes Lydia. Sophia found her. A little bit too much mustard on that pass. Bounces off the blade of Lydia's stick. And back it comes to Sydney McCambridge. Sydney, she finds Sophia, and Nugnua's offsides off the bench. Oopsie daisies. And that'll do it for period number 3. Fine. All right, bathroom break. We're back. Third power hit underway. Nordics up 2-1. Puck comes out to Sawyer. Sawyer plays it, dumps it in. No icing. Sawyer holds it in, and then a bad pass comes out of the zone. Great save there by Elliott. But Bloomington's able to hold it in. And it comes back into the slot. Oh, and that one goes wide. Another slider just off to the side. And Sophia is finally able to clear that one out. Elliott gloves a screamer from the top of the circle. And Sawyer has it, and Sawyer gives it away right in front of the net. Bloomington's able to dump it in. Lillian gathers the pop-up. Looking for somewhere to go. Oh, just trickles out. Hadley's able to get it out of the zone. She has possession. She gets around a couple and gets held up, literally. Centering. Remy tried to stop, slam on the brakes, and fire a shot. Couldn't do all the things before the puck got slapped away. So back comes Bloomington. They have it. They slam on the brakes. June does a good job to stay with her there. And that centering pass trickles through everybody, and out to Remy it comes. Sid with a good poke check. June with good defense again. Bloomington forced to retreat back to their D. Pass intercepted by Lydia. She can't get it out. Sophia has it. Sophia gets it out. Trundles through a couple of defenders. Couldn't get through everybody. And Bloomington gains the zone right back. Sydney with good defense. Oh, and Lydia misses on the clearing attempt. And Bloomington ties it up 2-2. Nula in to take the next face-off. Just kind of sat there for a second. But Bloomington has control. They'd chip it in and right around Sophia. So Sawyer takes it away. Nula skates it up, skates it into the slot, gets it slapped away, back to Lillian it comes. Lillian trying to send one back in. Bloomington trying to skate it out. They run into Lillian Johnson, who holds it in nicely. She tries to play it down low. And Nula does a good job to hold it in. Nula dumps it down lower. Bloomington has it. They have it behind their own net. Nula with good pressure. Nula takes it away, has it on the side of the net, puts one in the middle, nobody there. Puck comes out to Sawyer Mickelson. Sawyer, she fires one, that's blocked, pops straight up into the air. And Sawyer does a good job to hold them off. Lillian with a good look to Lydia, gets around. Lydia has one to beat and she's cut off. Tied up in front of the cheeseburger sign. Sophia sees it squirt loose. Sophia all over it. Sophia into the slot. Sophia fires one. Sophia's shots come a long way this year. Gets to Sawyer. Sawyer sends one in. Bounces off the goalie's stick back behind the net. Bloomington with it, and Bloomington cuts it back. Bloomington with numbers. Oh my God. Well, early season missed timings here by number 12, like 3 of them. And Hadley just can't get it out of the zone. Back into the corner. Rennie tries to clear it, intercepted by Bloomington. Bloomington has it up high in the slot. Rolling puck. Gloved by Elliott. And we got 7 minutes, just under. Hadley didn't take the face off. Comes out to Bloomington. Their shot from the high end of the zone goes through the crease. And Hadley ends up with it. Hadley around one defender, but she's pestered the whole way up the zone, can't get it out. And Elliott gathers that one with her chest protector and her glove. Still 2-2, 6:15 to go. Ooh, good shot and a good deflection. Sydney. Sydney's able to escape, gets a little space. She dumps it in, can't get it back to herself. Bloomington sends it out, HP right back in. Sydney's not happy. Hadley, Remy, Sophia taking the forwards with Lillian and Sawyer back at deep. Bloomington's able to gain it. Sawyer cuts him off, has possession of it, gets hooked, gets possession right back, plays it up the boards. Good stick there by Sophia Younger and Hadley. Oh, Hadley was looking for Sophia. Sophia wasn't looking for it. Leads to a turnover, but yep, there they come. Good pass by Bloomington, but Lillian and Sawyer are there. And good defense there by Lillian and Sawyer. I think that puck held up on the side of the net. Great defense by Sawyer from her knees. Uh-oh. Oh, and that one finds the 1 inch between Elliott's skate and the pole. And it's 3-2 Bloomington with 4 minutes left. Face-off comes back to Lillian. Lillian trying to get up the boards, just can't get a good handle on it, and it sits there at the red line. She gets another chance, gets it back. Poked away again. Sawyer steals it. Gets poked away. Bounces out to the Bloomington D. And back in the corner it goes. Good defense again by Sawyer. Good shift here by Sawyer. She plays it up the corner. Rolling puck, can't get a stick on it, but Cora's there. Cora comes back the other way. Cora up the middle of the zone. Oh, and she gets brought down hard. No penalty? No? Okay. Good job by Newla to tie him up there in the slot. Cuts back, blocked by Lydia Homestead right off of her hip. 2:45 left. Nordics trail by 1. And that leaks out of the zone. Forces Bloomington to reset. That one squirts out. Hadley off the bench takes it. Comes back to Sydney. Sydney has room. She plays it up ahead. Icing. All the way we go. Minute 37. Face-off comes back to Sydney McCambridge. Sydney around her net. Sydney off the boards to Sophia. A little bit of a big bounce. And Bloomington has it in the middle. Behind the net comes June Taylor. Uh-oh. June loses it. Bloomington throws it in the middle. They have it. And a good poke check by June. Offsides. 45 seconds. Nordics got to answer fast. Back to Sydney. Sydney tries to clear, couldn't, gets it right back. Muscles it up ahead to Hadley Johnson. Hadley has Sophia. Good look to Sophia. Sophia can't answer. It's just swallowed up into the belly of the goalie, and that was a great play by the Nordics. And there's nothing you can do about that. That's just top-tier goaltending. Right place, right time. Sawyer can't hold it in, and that'll do it. Good game, but the Nordics fall by 1.